Andrew says, do you have any experience with schizophrenic students and how to deal with schizophrenia? Actually, I do. So I have quite a few students who went through psychotic episodes and schizophrenic delusions. So um, uh, so schizophrenia is basically uh, you can roughly talk about schizophrenia as when the egoic delusions and the visual auditory uh, manifestations of those delusions are kind of obviously present in the waking state. So in most people, they're not obviously present. So in most people, what is present is the incessant monologue, and that's kind of the extent to which our perception is distorted in the way that we can see. The perception is still distorted, but not in the way that we can see. So if we're talking about psychotic episodes, if we're talking about schizophrenia, in this case, the perception is distorted in a quite obvious way. And uh, you deal with this generally speaking. So, of course, I don't know you, so we'll need to talk. If you want to work with me, again, please schedule a session with me. We need to talk. I need to get to know you better. But generally speaking, just a general advice that you deal with schizophrenic manifestations in the same way that you deal with things in meditation. So if there's an episode of paranoia, it's important to breathe. If they're just to just breathe and stay with the fear, to learn to process the fear without doing anything without acting on it. So it's the same thing actually with auditory and visual hallucinations. Just like in meditations, uh, basically slow down. The most important advice that I could give to anyone who is going through schizophrenic, psychotic, bipolar, like what have you. There's so many terms to describe it. Those are very difficult experiences. First of all, don't get me wrong, extraordinarily difficult. Like I myself experienced all symptoms of schizophrenia and psychosis in the spiritual path. Really difficult. So first of all, acknowledge that it's really difficult. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you need to fix something immediately, but just acknowledge that, okay, this is a difficult episode. Okay, so you need compassion, you need love, you need to take care of yourself, and most importantly, slow down. Slow down. Just slow down. Remind yourself that you're safe. You can curve into a ball if you want to. Get yourself to some safe place. You can be alone if you want to. You can reach out to someone who's helpful if you need to. I also invite viewers to join my Discord channels where you can ask for help. My Discord server with that has a lot of students who have experience with all sorts of struggles. So you can ask for help if you need to talk to someone who's helpful. Reach out to them. If you'd rather be alone, just slow down. Most importantly, slow down, breathe, remind yourself that you're alive. Look at your hands, feel your breathing, and simply observe the phenomena. Simply observe the phenomena, even if it feels really, really scary, or it feels like you absolutely need to do something. You don't. So just simply watch the mind. It can try to scare you. It can try to tell you all sorts of stuff. But if you just spend enough time with it, and if you simply observe it, then you will start to slowly see that it lies, that it constantly lies. And of course, it's difficult because it is precisely difficult because you believe the lies. But the counterproductive thing of acting on it, like in acting on the lies, you actually make it somewhat more difficult for you to finally see that it was a lie. So, like for example, if you have paranoid episodes where it feels like something's gonna happen, like someone's gonna come and kill you, or like the police is after you, or like something's really bad is happening, and those episodes come to you out of the blue, which is a very common experience on the spiritual path, and also quite common with schizophrenia. Then, um, if you actually act on it, so if you like, basically start running away, start doing something, it's somewhat it takes somewhat more time to finally see that it's not true. The reason you start acting on it is precisely because it's very difficult for you to experience the fear in this particular case, in this particular example. So slow down, breathe, and simply become curious, simply become interested about how you feel. That's actually all that's needed. And again, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. No, of course not. And it's not going to be fast either. So it takes continued practice. It takes time. It takes lots of love towards yourself. It takes lots of self compassion. Uh, it takes time. So, and I encourage you to join my Discord. You will certainly find. Let me actually post a link real quick. You will certainly find people who will be able to relate to your experience one way or the other, to the symptoms, to the difficulties that you are struggling with. So that's the link. Join the community.